Hello everyone, it's Darla from Crafty Yarn Owl. So I'm working on this new design and I'm using this gorgeous Tea Time Hobbii yarn. So grab your yarn, whatever you're working on, and let's just sit and stitch and chat. And let me show you this yarn. It's Tea Time Hobbii and it is a 4-weight. It's actually, to me, I find it's kind of a thin 4-weight. Maybe it's standard. I don't know. To me, it seems kind of thin. It does have a bit of a fuzz to it, so to frog it is a little difficult, but not that bad. I find it's not bad anyway. It's 100% acrylic, medium 4, like I said, made in India, and the color is 06. And Hobbii had named these yarns after tea, different kinds of teas. So I'll write on the screen what they called the colorway 06. It's beautiful, it's soft, it works up so nicely. I absolutely love this yarn, and I got it in 3 or 4 different colors. Yes, I did. It was on half price when it first came on their site as a new yarn, so I jumped on it. How many of you buy yarn that's on sale and you absolutely refuse to pay full price? Let me know. Yeah, I like to get yarn on sale. Yes, I do. And I try to get all the yarn I buy on sale. Yeah, I mean, we need to save where we can, right? Especially these days where the prices are just outrageous. All right, what do we have here? 4.5 millimeter knitting needle, 5.5 millimeter hook. And I'm using, this is a 5.5, it rubbed off, but it's a 5.5 millimeter. And what else do we have here? And Hobbii is in Denmark. And Hobbii yarn has a really great shipping cost. I believe it's $9.99, which is in US money. So, you know, with the conversion, it's a little bit more in Canadian money. That's where I am in Canada. Isn't this just the cutest, simplest little picture? Yeah. Okay, so how much is in here? 200 grams, 7.1 ounces, which is 580 meters or 634 yards. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's just gorgeous, and I love it. It's one of my best purchases as far as I'm concerned when it comes to yarn. Okay, so yeah, this is a design I'm working on, and I love how the colors play out. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? What do you guys think? Yeah, so what do you think I'm making? What do you think I'm making? This is actually the same stitch I used in the little crop Cardi Bolero Shrug tutorial that I put up recently before the rug tutorial. So yeah, what are you working on? What kind of yarn are you using? What is one of your all-time favorite yarns? Do you have an all-time favorite yarn? I don't really think I have an all-time favorite, but this one is pretty up there. Yeah. And they have several colors. They have colors that are kind of neutral. So how's the weather where you are? It is just, we've had such a crazy winter here in Winnipeg, Canada. Mild, pretty mild mostly. We did get some really, really cold weather for spurts, like minus 40 Fahrenheit, which is the same as minus 40 Celsius, and then wind chill on top of that, where you know how some people say, why do I live in a country, or they ask, why do I live in a country where the wind hurts my face? Yeah, we have that here where the wind actually makes it painful on your face, like you're being hit with shards of glass. I mean, I've never been hit with shards of glass, thank God. But I can imagine it may be similar to that feeling. So yeah, what's the weather like where you are? Are you in an area where there's tornadoes? We do have tornadoes here in Canada, in different parts of Canada. In like I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, right in central Canada, and we had one F5 tornado on record. That was quite a few years ago. I don't know how much damage it caused. I think it was mainly out in a non-populated area where it hit, but I did not see it myself. A friend of mine had put pictures on Facebook. She was actually driving along and the tornado was not far from her and she got some amazing shots. But that was the only F5 we ever had. So yeah, but we do get tornadoes here in different parts of Canada. So today is April, it's April 4th, I believe, and it's a gorgeous day. It's supposed to be really nice, up into the double digits in Celsius. So say a double digit like 10 is 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is just really nice. We've gone warmer in April before. I remember when I was younger suntanning on my lawn in April, and the next day it snowed. Yeah, so Winnipeg, Canada has unusual weather in April and May especially. March and April. March and April are really strange months. Anything can happen. I remember one year we had snow July 1st, 1985. Yes, I remember that. That was back in my bar hopping days. We were at a bar, me and a couple of friends, and we decided to go bar hopping. So we were heading to another bar, which was only a block away, and we walked there. But when we went outside, it was snowing, and it was after midnight, so it was July 1st. And it was like, what is going on? It is snowing. It is July 1st. And our hot months here are July and August. Usually pretty hot. Like really hot. Like 90s Fahrenheit, 30s Celsius. And that was just craziness. So we went to the next bar, and there was snow on my jacket when I walked in. And one guy sitting at the door, he says, "What, is it snowing?" And I said, "Oh, I have another beer." Gee whiz. But yeah, it was snowing, just craziness. That's the only time I remember it snowing in the summertime. We did have a snowstorm one time in May. That was unusual. I think it was May. Was it? I don't know what year it was. I think it was in the middle of May, if I remember correctly. And it was actual snowstorm. And I took pictures of it at the time. There was snow clinging to my chain link fence. And of course it melted pretty quick, but that was just very weird. Yeah. So do you have strange weather where you live? Of course the weather's changing all the time right now. It's, crazy weather in places that have never had that kind of crazy weather before. And that's the way it's supposed to be in these days. So look how this yarn is working up. It's just, I think it's so, so nice. So what do you think I'm making? What do you think I'm making? Well, at this point, I'm not entirely sure. It could be one thing, it could be another thing. So I'm going to work it till a certain point, and then I'm just going to decide what I'm going to finish it off as. Sometimes I'll have something in mind that I want to make or design, and then, you know, sometimes it changes as you're going along, and you're like, oh wow, I could see something else I can create with this instead of what I had originally in my mind. Yep. So yeah, I thought, well, I'm going to work on this today. I'm also working on testing a pattern for someone. So I have a few rows of that done already. And I just got the pattern yesterday. So it's really a cool idea this lady had. So I'm really excited to be part of that. And since I don't record on weekends, I don't always get the chance to. So I'm going to try to do that pattern testing. Okay, am I out of camera shot? Maybe, I don't know. I need to look through my camera to see what you guys see. But so I'm hopefully going to do a lot of crocheting this weekend. Yeah. Sometimes we do our running around on weekends, but I don't like, I just have a difficult time going out. Maybe some of you can relate. I have a panic disorder. Oh, I think I just made an error back here because I'm talking. I am talking. Oh dear. But I like talking to you guys. Yes, I do. I like talking to you guys. I think of you guys as my friends, and we all have something in common. Crochet. And it's fun just to, chat with you guys. I can't sit here too long because my back starts to ache. I'm on a hard chair. Well, it's got a little bit of a cushion seat on it, but it still affects my back. The back of it is hard. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So are you working on one of my designs? I have several tutorials. I have over 100 now, I believe. I wish I could put out more. I wish I could do it faster, but I'm kind of a one-woman show. I am a one-woman show, not kind of. I am a one-woman show over here. Yeah. I'm the camera person, I'm the crocheter, I'm the producer, I'm the director, I'm the photographer. Just everything. But I love getting out tutorials for you guys and designing things for you guys, and appreciate each and every one of you for, all your support. It's amazing, and all your wonderful comments. You guys are just so amazing. Yeah, so this is, wow, look at that. I love these colors, the way they play out. Look at this. It's like a burst of sunshine right there. A burst of sunshine. So it's 9:30 in the morning. I've had my coffee. I always have cereal for breakfast because I can't handle anything heavy. And I'll have another coffee shortly. And then that'll be it for the coffee, the caffeinated coffee anyway. I might have a decaf later in the day. I used to be able to drink caffeinated coffee, like have a cup of coffee before I went to bed, and it wouldn't bother me. I'd go to sleep, I'd have a wonderful sleep, and then I just wasn't able to do that anymore. Yeah, and I had a coffee, a caffeinated coffee one afternoon, not long ago. And I had it kind of late in the afternoon. And I figured it wouldn't bother me when I went to bed. And I'm laying there, I'm like, I can't sleep. What's going on? Then I realized I had a coffee late in the afternoon that had caffeine in it. I thought, oh man, that's what it is. Ugh, why did I do that to myself? So I won't do that again. So what do you guys like to drink? What is your drink of choice? I drink coffee and I drink water. I always have a glass of water on the kitchen counter, and throughout the day when I come in the kitchen, and I'm in here pretty often, this is where I record, and I will, you know, take a couple of gulps of the water when I come in here. So I don't know how many glasses I drink a day, but it's several. And yes, I do go to the bathroom often. Oh dear. So coffee and water are the main ones I drink. I do drink herbal tea every now and then. I love to try different herbal teas. There's one with pomegranate and I think it's raspberry. I have it in the cupboard. Oh, I love that tea. It is so good. Do you have a favorite herbal tea? Do you drink tea? Oh, that is so good. And then I have a ginger lemon one. Now, the taste isn't that great, but it's good for you, right? Supposedly all herbal teas are good for you. I like to drink a nice hot cup of tea in the winter, you know, a couple hours before I go to bed. A herbal tea that has no caffeine. Yep, I even have a nighttime one that helps a person sleep, and I guess it does maybe help me fall asleep quicker. Yep. So do you drink soft drinks? I used to drink Pepsi, like a can a day for years. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you know what? I am going to quit. And so I actually stopped drinking Pepsi, and then I did kind of, you know, fall off the wagon. And, but that didn't last long, like a day maybe. And then I have quit Pepsi now for, I don't even know, it's probably over a year. And maybe it's 2 years. Time flies by so fast now, I don't know. I always think, you know, I did that about a year ago. No, time flies so fast now. Maybe it was 2 years ago. But anyway, do you find time flies fast? But anyway, I quit Pepsi, and over that winter, I lost 14 pounds just from quitting Pepsi. Yippers. And the Hubs quit Pepsi too. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Now, when we get fast food, we sometimes get a meal, so a drink comes with it, and we don't have to take the drink. We can say, nope, no drink. I just want the food. But we always take the drink, and we always get root beer. Now, root beer does not have caffeine, so that's good, but still I'm sure there's tons of sugar. I've never actually looked to see how much sugar. But yeah, so once in a while we have root beer. And the hubby eats a lot of oranges, and he was telling a friend of ours that he could sit down and eat like 3 or 4 oranges at the same time, and the friend said, oh, that's a lot of sugar, man. It's a lot of sugar. And I guess it is natural sugar. So I guess 1 orange is good for you, but 3 or 4 at one time? Maybe not, maybe not. What do you guys think? Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Just want to make sure I'm not making any more errors. No, I think it looks good. Oh my goodness. So I'm a faster crocheter when I'm sitting on the couch, because right now I have my arms on the table, so it kind of slows me down. So what's your favorite stitch? Do you have a favorite stitch? There is one called oh man, what is it called? Trefoil? Oh, I made a wrap using a trefoil stitch, and I'll link that tutorial above here and below. And I absolutely love that stitch, and I really like shell stitches as well. Like these are shell, and I don't know, there's a lot of stitches I think are really pretty. I don't necessarily know the names of them, but those are two that I like. Oops. Yeah, so I just want to spend a little bit of time just chatting with y'all and just having fun and crocheting together. Are you crocheting? Or what are you doing? What are you doing? So I have the first part of the tutorial for this filmed already. I just need to edit it. When I didn't know how to edit before and I would do a tutorial, you know, I would do like a few stitches and then I'm like, oh, I did that wrong. And I couldn't cut it out, that part, because I didn't know how to edit. So I would delete the whole video, like that part, that clip, and I'd redo it. I'd pull out my stitches and redo it. Oh, man, it took a long time to do a tutorial, and it was very frustrating, but at the same time, I wasn't going to give up because I wanted to get the tutorial out for you guys. Oh, glad I don't need to do that anymore, because I know how to edit now, and I use the app called InShot, and I find it very easy to use. It has a lot of great features, and I can cut pieces out of the videos or of the clips. Yeah, and I actually bought the app. Now I have the app for life, for the rest of my life. And I think it was $58, something like that, Canadian. And I don't think that's bad, really. I mean, I'll have the app forever, and anytime there's an update or they've added a new feature, it just automatically updates. So it's really, really cool that way. And they have some really cool features. I really like InShot app. I was using the free version for quite a while because they have good features for free. And then Dana at Dana's Wonderlust Crochet, she's an app enabler. Hi, Dana. I'll link her below. Yeah, she's like, oh, I used InShot for free for about a week, and then I bought it. And I'm like, man, I'm going to buy it too now because of Dana. So you have yarn enablers, you have app. Well, I have an app enabler. I've never bought an app in my life. Yeah, but I'm actually very happy I bought this app because it has a lot of great features, and they have a YouTube channel and they show how to use their features, and it's really cool. Really cool. They have some really nice features. Does my camera keep moving, or is it me? Anyway. Oh, okay. My arms are aching a little bit from resting on the table. Yep, it happens. So where do you sit when you crochet? Do you sit on the couch? Do you have armchair or recliner, something like that you sit on? Do you sit at your table and crochet like this? Oh Oh man, I can't do this for very long because my arms ache. Yeah, I sit on my couch. I have a corner there where I have a table, and I've showed it in videos, and I have all my, all my notions there, and yarn that I'm using and stuff, and so I sit there. Sometimes I watch TV if hubby has something on, but during the day I don't have the TV on at all. Not at all. I'll watch videos, I'll watch other YouTubers when I'm crocheting. All right, my wonderful people, my wonderful subscribers. You're like your family and you leave nice comments that I really enjoy. And so if you want to subscribe and be part of this little family, you're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to go, and thanks for spending time with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, I haven't said this for a while, but remember, life is what you make it, and so is yarn. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. And what about you, Minnie? Do you have anything to say to the people? Hi, people. Look at me roll. Look at me roll. I like to roll around. Yes, I do. I like to roll around. Oh, wait, my toe needs some cleaning over here. I must have stepped on something. Eh? Yeah, look at me. I love to wiggle around and roll. I've always been a squirmy wormy. I'm 4 years old now. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be 5 soon. How did that happen? Hey, how did that happen? Oh, I love my life here with my mommy and daddy. Yeah? You love your life, Minnie? Oh, she's gone. Oh, hi. Do you have anything to say to the people? Hi, people. Hi, people. I am... How old am I, Mommy? Well, Hi, Minnie. Hey, yeah, you're stealing the show. Okay. Huggles, you are, how old are you? You came here in 2019. You're 8. Oh my goodness, you just turned 8. Yes, you just turned 8. Isn't that something? So, how does it feel to be 8 years old? It feels pretty good. I don't really roll around and act silly like Minnie, but, actually I do. And Mommy calls me roly-poly. She calls her squirmy-wormy, and she calls me roly-poly. That's right, I do. Sometimes you roll only halfway, though, and your stomach is poking up in the air. Sometimes you don't get all the way over. Right, Huggles? Am I right? Hey, you're right, Mommy. Okay, hi, people. Bye, people. I have things to do. I need to rest.